guys, Silent here. Today I am very sick and I am off from my day job, and instead of resting I'm gonna be a workaholic and make a YouTube video instead. This will be relatively easy though. I'm just going to be showing off everything that I have crocheted and perhaps some stuff that I have just sewn, and just kind of just show it off before it ends up being sold, because I do plan on selling these at a vendor pretty soon. So first off, let's go with my little teapot purse. This is an original design. I made it a couple years ago actually, back whenever I was still working at Sonic, so like 2020, 2021, something like that. It's got a little button on the back where, you know, I can lift up, you can see inside. It's got the little spout and the handle, and then we have a crescent moon, a rabbit, a bear, and a cat, all with little bows. Pink, bluish, purple, and white, a pretty good, you'll find that, maybe not in this particular video, but I tend to use like this kind of yarn, this little variegated type, a lot, or at least I used to. It sounds so awful, I'm sorry. Also made around the same time is this little teddy bear. I followed a pattern, I think, for a stuffed rabbit, and then just did the ears on my own instead of rabbit ears, and I thought that that turned out really well. I should have put a little tail on him. If I were to make another one, I probably will. So this is called a slug coo. It's not my original creature. In fact, this is made by Neko. I think you can find them on Instagram as well as Twitter. They are My Hero Academia fan, and they made sort of like a pet comic thing with Deku as a little six-legged like slug, sea slug type of creature, and I just loved him so much, and so I ended up making him. I think it turned out really well with the freckles, derpy little eyes. So now we look into the bag itself. We have this little stuffed kitty with this long ass tail. A kitty, a lemur, whatever, with a pretty emo type face. Thought that was pretty cool. Actually, since I just saw it in my camera, my glasses frames broke a while back, and so I crocheted new frames with little crystal weights, and they've been working pretty well as glasses. It has its ups and downs. A good up is that like whenever I'm laying down, like if I just want to lay down and watch TV instead of actually like taking a nap, my glasses won't like fuck up because like there's no frame to cock it to the side. But a downside would be if I like have my head at like a weird angle, the string will come off from my ear and we'll end up kind of doing something like that. And it's a little uncomfortable, a little inconvenient, especially when you have stuff in your hands. But it's just up until I can get myself a pair of new frames. I live out in the middle of the country. It's not about money, it's about the travel. And right now our cars are being kind of weird. And so I don't know if I can make that hour-and-a-half drive to get some new fucking glasses. So this is a prototype. I also have a bear version of this. This is sort of a safe for work version. I call them suck me dries. They're like little leech face, little stuffed animals, but there is a version of it that's meant for BDSM, and I need to make a couple more of these and like send them out to like get them tested to make sure like they actually work and stuff. But eventually I think this will be hopefully a product that I can sell, and that will just a little cuteness to people's sex lives. Here is a little scarf. So I did the moss stitch at first in this portion of it, and then I did little shells around the edge of it. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm sure if you're a crocheter, you have seen these little mushroom bags making their rounds around TikTok and YouTube. This was a pattern that I made myself. I didn't follow anyone's, but I'm sure you can find several if you're not quite at the level of making your own patterns. Here we have a little arm shawl, the cropped sleeves. I did them a little wide. Next time that I make it, I'm gonna make it a little bit more tight. I really liked making it. This pattern was relatively easy, and I feel like if I were to start here and keep going down, I could end up having an entire like mesh shirt that fits like a shirt. I tend to have this problem whenever I crochet clothing, for it to be like too boxy. I'm trying to work on that, but right now looking for ways to make it less boxy. I figured maybe starting with the sleeves like this might make it a little better. So next we have this little scarf. Ew, gross, it's tangled, never mind. Here we have just a very colorful, very cyberpunk little scarf, which I had a lot of fun making. So this is a little mesh beanie. I used to have a pair of mesh tights that I had made with it, but after some weight loss, they didn't fit anymore, so I gave them to a friend. But this is the hat, which I had recently found the other day, which I'm probably gonna gift to her as well since it matches, but it's got all this sparkle and it's not really meant to keep you warm. It's just meant to keep you to like be a style choice. I wore the outfit like once and then had to give it away, which sucks. We have a couple of scrunchies. Ooh, I forgot that I made these. Okay. So here we have a nice little matching set, and I think it'll actually match kind of the outfit that I'm wearing. It's a little froggy hat and beanie set. Frog eyes, and the frog eyes on the bag too. Just a little bag for like a small wallet and your phone. More like a travel kit if you were going to like Six Flags or something. And then these are little tassel beanies that I made. They're little beanies that have like these little tassels on them. So this one's a little crescent moon, little tassel. And then this one has a little star tassel. Both of these together for some reason give me like Powerpuff Girl vibes, and I don't know why, but I like them. I think they're really cute, and I'd like to do some more like emo style tassel hats, like a black one with a skull or something, another scrunchie, another beanie, but this beanie is made entirely out of the moss stitch as well. I think it turned out really pretty. I like it a lot. Here we have a very like blue and purple kind of thing going on, so it's got like the purples and all that. It's 3 different skeins of yarn that I used. I think it turned out really pretty. Ooh, this one's one of my favorites. So this is a little Pikachu hat that I thought turned out really well. It's got the ears and everything. I think this will probably be one of the first things to go whenever I set up my vendor here in the town that I live in. It's a breeding ground for like this in the neighboring towns. It's like very much a breeding ground for small businesses and things like that. So at the last Sunday of every month at the park, they set up a bunch of these vendors where all of these small businesses will come by, and you'll get like bakeries, people who make jewelry. The last time we went, there was a woman who made the best macaroons I had ever had in my life, and setting up a vendor is really rather easy, and so I think I might do that this month to try to make some extra money. Skitz Craven's having a concert, and I'd like to be able to make it to all the ones that he's having in Texas. And then we have just a blue and purple. This is a pretty interesting one. So you can see it kind of like, both of these were made, so 2 different skeins of yarn, but they were variegated, like they were ombre, and so even this kind of ombres out, which I thought was really awesome, because like from one side to the other you see a different blue and purple. Last but not least, as far as the crochet, actually no, not last but least, second to last, we have this granny square handbag I made, like a little book bag for school or work. I really liked that. I had a friend help me out with this one. She made a couple of squares. Let me see if I can find one of hers. Sorry. I think that one might have been his. I don't know. They all look rather similar, which shows you that he's pretty good. With that, there are 2 more things I want to show y'all. So first is this sweater that I had made. So I used the granny hexagon method to do the front and back, you know, and then I put it together with these granny squares, a mushroom, a crossbow, this little symbol, the crescent moon and the heart, which hopefully you will see more of that in the future because that symbol is rather special to me. I can explain it on a different day. And then little pockets, a little eyeball, and then skulls and flowers. I think this is very much a sweater that invokes me, just me and my element. I need to make like a gothic one now because there's like, I have like 2 personalities. I have like a pastel like kid dreamcore kind of thing, and then like a goth Lolita weirdcore kind of thing going on. But yeah, and then the last thing that I want to show you is technically not something I've crocheted. I've crocheted a couple things for it, but it's not the whole thing. I sewed together a quilt that is a board game, front and back. It's like a party type game, so it's like for drinking and smoking and stuff. We have all types of little spots you can, I'll try to like hold it out and then maybe you can pause to see the full game. there's a little zipper on the side that has the game pieces. So first off, I need to finish this. This is the Cap of Shame. If you guys, as for the ones who had paused it and looked, you'll find there's a show off / Cap of Shame. I need to put a little tag on it that says alcoholic, and then when you get the Cap of Shame, you have to sit there for a turn or two looking like an alcoholic. So it's these little skull pieces, white, a blue, pink. I want to do a purple one, and then I want to do some other shapes and stuff. I'm still kind of within the same color limit, but it's enough for a couple people to play. And then we have this set of D&D dice. We have some that are like just 6, some that go all the way up to 20. It depends on how many rounds you want to do and all that kind of stuff. So that is maybe not every single thing I've made so far, but it is a lot of stuff that I have made this year. And I can't wait to show you guys more stuff that I crochet in the future. Let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know if you guys want any sort of tutorials. If you found something in here that I made that maybe you'd like to see a tutorial for, I don't mind. With that, you guys have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. They're both going to be Silent Neko Art or some sort of variant of that. You'll see mostly my digital art on my Instagram, and TikTok will have like crochet stuff, sewing stuff, and it'll probably also have like some stupid stuff too. So if you just like me, follow those. Have a good day.